Good morning, my dear students. We are in the chapter index number. Already we have seen different methods of calculation of index number. Today let us work out one question which is given in exercise 1.3. Fourth question we are doing. The question is find Laspier's, Parsh's and Fisher's index number. Let us go through it. There are four items given: A, B, C and D. Unit also is given like 20 kg, kg, quintal and dozen. Price of 2 years 2014 and 2015, that is the base year and current year are given. Also the quantity consumed for both the years are available. Now, how to proceed? Please take care about this particular column, which is the unit column. When unit is attached, you have to see the price in connection with the units. Here, when you take item A, 20 kilogram is the unit. That means if you buy 20 kilogram packet, the price in 2014 is 80 rupees. This 80 rupees is for 20 kg and not for 1 kg. That you have to bear in mind. So, how to find out P0 or the base year price? Base year price is not 80 rupees, but it is 80 rupees for 20 kilogram. So we have to find the basic price. Base price is 80 divided by 20 kg, which is equal to 4. So P0 is 4 rupees for item A. Similarly for 2015, the price is 120. That again is for 20 units. So 120 divided by 20 is 6. So we get P1 as 6 rupees. Take the next case B, where unit is kilogram only. So we need not do anything here. Price is 20 per kg. So we can say P0 is 20. So this is 20. And for the current year, 24 is the price. And so P1 will be 24. P1 is 24. Coming to the third item, C. Unit given is quintal. Quintal means 100 kilogram. Okay. So you are paying 2000 rupees for 100 kg, not for 1 kg. So P0 will be 2000 divided by 100, which is equal to 20 rupees. So we will get P0 as 20 here. And in the current year, this 2015, 2800 is the price for 1 quintal. So divide this 2800 by 100, you will get 28. Therefore, the P1 is 28 for the year 2015. Then the fourth item, dozen, is given for item D. That means 48 rupees is the price per dozen. Per dozen means 12 pieces. So 48 divided by 12 is equal to 4, and therefore that is P0. Whereas P1 is 72 divided by 12, that is equal to 6. So we got P0 and P1. These are the two important things in this question, obtaining P0 and P1. Once we do that, let us take a look at the quantity consumed. From that we will get the Q0 and the Q1. Here item A, 5 kg is purchased. So Q0 is taken as 5. Okay, Q0 is 5. Whereas for 2015, 7 kg is the consumption or quantity. Therefore, we take Q1 as 7. When it comes to item B, it is written 2400 gram is the quantity consumed. 2400 gram, when it is converted to kilogram, we can do it by dividing it by 1000. 1000 means in a kilogram 1000 grams are there. So 2400 divided by 1000 is equal to 2.4. Okay, so the quantity consumed in the base year of Q0 is 2.4. And for the current year, 4000 is the quantity, 4000 gram is the quantity consumed. So that means it is 4 kilogram divided by 1000. So 4 kilogram is the quantity Q1. Then quintal for C is in quintal, and what is the quantity consumed? 10 kg. We have already converted to kilogram price, so 10 kg means same 10 kg only, so not change. And here 15 kg, that is Q1, 15 kg, so Q1 is 15. When it comes to D, you know the unit is dozen, and per unit 4 rupees is the price, so 30 piece is the quantity consumed, so we write 30, there is no change required, and for Q1 it is 35. So once this much is done, you are almost 75% into the question. Your answers are going to be correct. So please take care of these 4 columns: P0, P1, Q0, Q1 when units are given. If units are not given, you can directly take the values. Now what we do, we will find out the other required calculations. P0, Q0. P0, Q0 is P0 into Q0, 4 into 5, it is 20. Then here 20 into 2.4, 48. 20 into 10, 200. 4 into P0, Q0, 4 into 30, it is 120. Then obtain the summation sigma P0, Q0, which is equal to 388. Similarly, P0, Q1 is calculated. Just multiply these two values and you will get P0, Q1, P0, Q1. Okay, 4 into 7, 20 into 4, like that then you do P0, Q1 you get, and the summation is 548. Then P1, Q1, P1, Q0, P1, Q0 is P1 multiplied by Q0, 6 into 5, 30, 24 into 2.4, 57.6, like that you have to multiply and get the value here. Then comes P1, Q1. P1, Q1 is the product of P1 and Q1 multiplication. So we get the values also this way, and the total is 768. Once we do this much and noted all the values there, what we have to do is apply the formula. You know, in last page formula is IL is equal to sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Therefore, when we replace the formula with the values, we will get 547.6 upon 388 multiplied by 100, and it is 141.13. Whereas IP or Paasche index number is sigma K1 Q1 into 100 upon sigma P0 Q1. That is equal to 768 upon 548 into 100, which is 140.15. And from these two calculations, Fisher's index can be easily calculated. IF is equal to square root of IL into IP, which is equal to this calculation, and finally the answer will be 140.64. So we have got all three values, and you have to show the calculations and the formula etc. in the question in the answer, and you will be able to get full marks for this. And in such a question will give you 5 marks. Okay, 5 marks means step marks will be there. When the table is right up to this stage, you may get say 2 marks, and for each of these formulae and the calculation 1 mark each. So you will get a total of 5 marks, and you are getting full marks there. So practice this sum, try working out it again and again, and this can be one of the questions in the board exams possibly. So all the best, do this question once again. Thank you.